Hello and welcome to the Brick Creek, today with the review of Mould King's 13146, the articulated logging truck, based on a MOC from Nico 71. Two links in the video description. One goes to the shop where you can buy this here, and the other goes to the replicable page of Nico 71, where you can purchase the original instructions, because this is a stolen MOC. Okay, so far. The instructions, the book is a little bit small, it's thick, but a little bit small. The pictures are not too small, even for an old man like me. There's a correction sheet, but you don't really need this, because you see the errors. And there are other errors that are not in the correction sheet. Instructions is okay. Yeah? So the viewing angle and everything is okay. I got it done. So yes, no problem for you. Okay, we have a little bit over 3,000 pieces, 7 motors, 2 battery boxes, and an RC. Vehicle is steerable with this RC over 2.4 gigahertz or via Bluetooth and the app. The app you can download over a link, over a QR code here in the beginning of the instructions. It brings you to the Mould King site where you can download the APK, but you know, your phone says it's not from the Play Store, do you really want to install it, and so on. Okay, I did it, it worked, okay. But I like hardware. So, this is a huge model. When I assembled this here, I thought, okay, it's it's a little bit small and compact, but with the hanger here, that's cool. Centimeters, yes. Metric system. Yes, exactly 70 centimeters. Then we have a height here of the vehicle itself from 23. We have a width of, obviously 19, and the height of the arm here depends. Okay, this is a very special vehicle. It's obviously 4 axles, each is driven, and okay, we go from, so we start with this battery box. The original design is based on S-brick or boobies or something like that. With the 2 battery boxes and 1 remote, I can always connect to 1 box. So you have the possibility to change between the boxes, or you use your RC and for the other box your handy or your smartphone. So this is the deal. Or you have boobies S-brick at home, then you can connect all the 7 motors to this system and use a joypad or something like that. Okay, but here you have to choose. And for the cables and everything, I say something later. Okay. On 1 battery box I have, I say it yet now. You see the battery boxes are laying here on, just on top of it. That's cause you have to choose what things you have on which battery box. And I wanted 1 battery box for driving forward, backward and steering. But 1 motor is here for driving, 1 is here, and I have an extension cable, but the possibility for driving, steering, the motor is here. So, and 1 motor is here for the arm. So you need 2 extensions cables, or you do it this way. Or you have more time like me and find another solution. But with 2 extension cables it's no problem. You can place 1 battery box here and the other you can build in here, and everything is good. We can open here, and there's a V6 engine, a row engine, but the gear, it's fallen out, is not connected to the motor anyway. It's just here and it turns, but it's not connected to the rest. So it's a fake motor. Okay, so we start. This is with the gears you get. This is what you get on speed. But I'm sure you can use another gear, and when you drive only with the front part and another gear, I believe this will be very fast, because it has not so much pieces. An XL motor, it could be not very fast. I know the XL motor is, the L motor is faster, but it could be nice. So we have in each section a motor, and that's needed. First I show you here how this is done, or how, if you want to see more like I show you now, just watch the assembly video from a few days ago, okay? So there you see more. So you see how this is constructed, and each engine, one XL and the other XL, goes here in the middle to the black gear, the big black gear, and so the power is on all 4 axles and all 8 wheels. Okay, so this here has no real suspension and no normal steering. So this has no servo motor for steering or the normal steering we know. It uses these actuators here for steering. So we have suspension, and this is very cool. This could be a really cool off-road car, but it has 2 flaws that makes it impossible to use off-road. Man, this is one, the suspension or the non-suspension, and they always go out. This model has some really issues, but it's fun anyway. So, okay. So this has not the normal suspension. There is a spring, and it is with an axle and X stoppers, and just look at the assemble video. It always goes out. So this is the reason. There are 2 reasons you can't go off-road. You can go a little bit, just a little bit, but not off-road. First, the suspension here, it springs out if one tire is in the air and goes too much down, the suspension springs out. That's fixable. Just use a longer axle and a 3rd stopper, and it's fixable. That's not really the issue. The real issue here is the connection, because this is steered by the actuators here, and so this needs a lot of space to turn. When you hear the click, then one actuators, man, this is a really difficult word for German, you know what I mean. They're coming to the end, and then you hear the noise. You see, it's steerable, but only to change from left to right needs so much time. Okay, you see, it's driving, and it needs a lot of time and space to turn, but it's a funny, not a super clever solution for practical wise, but for build wise, just for the assembly fun. It's a cool thing. I haven't built before, so I was really surprised when I've seen how this is steered. And yes, it's funny, it's funny. Like I said, not really practical, but funny. So, okay, this is what I have on one box. So now I connect the other box. Just so when you push on the other or turn on the other box and just power on and power off and power on the remote, it connects to the new box. Okay, so now we have all the functions of the arm here for our tree logs to collect. First is we have our 4 feet, and they lift up the vehicle a little bit. The motor has not enough power to get here the 2.5 or 3 kilo up in the air, but it's nice. So the other function, uppers and lowers this cylinder here, the actuator, and okay. Next is turning, and the motor for the turning function is in the front. So that's what makes a really problem with the battery system. Okay. So that's a little bit a bummer, but I believe, so like I did, and if you have a second extension cable, it's okay. And it's a little bit realistic. You drive to the position you want to work with the logs, or you have to load the logs, and then you can change and play with the arm. So not very cool, but okay. So my final opinion about the set, it's a little bit different, or difficult. Somehow I like it. Somehow I like the look, this really cute little front vehicle. Let me show it to you. It looks adorable, doesn't it? Okay. So it's cute here. And it has so unique building techniques and ideas, the steering and everything. I enjoyed it very much to assemble it. Okay, on other things you see it's not totally, they didn't think it to the end. So here the engine is not connected. You can do this your own. You only need some pieces. It's definitely possible. It's enough space in here to connect it to the rest of the motor here for driving, and so the engine here is running. The steering wheel here is obviously not connected. So this set is for 4 possible kind of people. The first wants this here because he loves it and he wants the original from build it the original with boobies, and it was too expensive with the 7 motors, and so he didn't buy it from original Lego. Now it's out from Mould King, and he can buy the original instructions and get the pieces here cheap and gets his set. The other section is buy the set for the pieces, because you get over 3,000 pieces, 7 motors, 2 battery boxes, 4 actuators, 8 wheels, big wheels, expensive wheels. So this set is only for the pieces worth its money. Yes. If you don't like what you see, but you need 7 motors, big wheels, and you want to build a MOC and so on, this is a really, really good only for the pieces. So next thing is, or three perhaps 4. 3. You have a child, and it's interested in Lego Technic, and here you have a lot of functions, really 7 functions 7 motors, and it's not too complicated to assemble. You see what you are doing, and you see what every motor is turning and how the power is going over axles, connectors, and so that's a great model to show children Lego or Technic piece sets out of bricks. For that kind of people, that's a really cool set. There is some stickers. I don't know where I have them. Half of the stickers are for the motors and the engines and the battery boxes to code it with colors, and 2 stickers are here, and I believe 1 in the cockpit, so not necessary. Okay, and like I said, these 3, the people who want really this set because they love the Tatra based vehicle here, then buy it. If you just want this here or the Nico version and this here as giving pieces to you, great. Really great. As only for the pieces, absolutely great. 7 motors, 4 actuators, the wheels, and if you have a child. So this set, if you're one of the 3 possible target buyers, that's absolutely okay. And you know where it's not so good. And you can't go off-road, it needs a lot of space and time to turn. But it makes fun. And it's a cool set to play with. So, okay. That's everything, I believe. If you have any questions. The actuators that are connected from the back part to the front part. They have a pinhole and an axle hole. And the instruction says, go with the axle through the X hole. Go through the pinhole. If you go through the X hole, it won't move. Okay? So, that's everything. I'm Frank, your Brick Freak. If you have any questions, write it in the comments. If not, I wish you a good time, have a nice day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.